Good morning. 1 minute before noon, and looking forward to all of our folks joining us. And I want to say happy daylight savings time. I don't know about you, but I needed an alarm today. That 1 hour made. Welcome to the Sacred Journey Healing Center, actually Spiritual Center and Healing Order. Thank you for being here, and I want to thank you because I appreciate your listening, and the teachers appreciate your listening and being consistent. And what we're going to be doing, this is my first announcement before we begin, is as of Easter, we will be broadcasting on a Zoom link and Facebook Live. I'm going to copy my teacher, Patricia Price, who actually did that with a speaker last month, and I thought, oh my, that worked. And we will be having speakers coming up into 2021, and there'll be an opportunity to interact with them if we have a Zoom call. So I just wanted to let you know that. So the teachers who sourced this lesson for this week are Raziel, Angel Raziel, and Mary Magdalene. So we'll be talking from her gospel. And there'll be some tips and some hints, and I hope inspiration for the rest of your week as you join us in our message today. My name is Michelle Saling. I consider myself the guided spiritual director of the center. And I lead you now in our opening prayer. If a small number of people gather lovingly together with absolute purity and sanctity, with their hearts free of the world, experiencing the emotions of the kingdom and the powerful magnetic forces of the divine, and being at one in their fellowship, their very happy fellowship, that gathering, this gathering, will exert its influence over all the earth. The nature of that band of people, the words they speak, the deeds they do, will unleash the bestowals of heaven and provide a foretaste of eternal bliss. Eternal bliss. So to open, we have a song from our friend, Ronnie Weiss.
Let it shine, let it shine.
honey. We'll be back. Yes, we will. So first, to get yourself centered, if you're watching this with your phone, make sure that you've turned your ringers off so that you can just be present to the lesson. And now what we want you to do is take 3 deep breaths. Just take 3 deep breaths. Present yourself in spirit. Settle your body. Be at peace. Light in that gold light. Thank you. A blessing. What is a blessing? A blessing is a circle of light drawn around a person to protect, heal, and strengthen. Let's include yourself. Life is a constant flow of emergence, energy, constant energy. And the beauty of blessings are the belief that a blessing can affect what unfolds. When a blessing is invoked, a window opens in eternal time, and the light of spirit beams through. So I'd like you to take a few moments and include yourself, but send blessings to those you want to include today in your thoughts and for the week. Let's just take a few minutes. Think of their glorious face and send them your light. The lesson. Please train yourself to make the present moment, the here and now, into your true home. That is the only place where we can touch life. Salvation is an inward act of personal transformation. But it takes practice. It takes action. Out here. It takes our intention. It takes our imagination. The sensation. And attention. Directed action. Focused action. In the flow of it, in the default moment of it, in our automatic behavior, our times are driven by the inestimable energies of the mechanical mind. Its achievements derive from its singular focus, its linear direction, and force. When it dominates, the habit of gentleness dies. When it dominates, it's impossible to just be yourself and be with people. It's kind of like eyeballs in. Eyeballs in. Very self-directed, almost, in most cases, very selfish. And what's the message? The message from Angel Raziel is, please stop practicing distraction. Please stop practicing distraction. Now the opportunity, the tip, prayer, and meditation are the opportunities to train yourself, Begin in training yourself to just see what distracts you, what takes you away from yourself, being yourself. Meditation is the opportunity to not be distracted, not be distracted. Create a focus. Like sound. Massage your energy fields with sound. It could be music, meditative music. Use light. Use light to light you up. Feature a candle in your meditation and look at the flame and be the flame. Just for a few moments. There could actually be a special light in your studio that we've created. You know, that studio where we are creating our future. It could be a very pretty lamp. with broken glass, like a good Tiffany lamp. Use that light. Use that reflection. Choose an affirmation, repeat it over and over and over. A simple one. It could be those words you chose for your stand for creating your life in 2021. My one friend says, I am love, I am peace, I am joy. But repeat it over and over again, owning it, owning the vibration in your body. Or do the Om. Just do the Om. But again, practice not being distracted. The next advice is go with the flow and do not resist. Go with the flow. Can you just be with what's happening without judgment, without breaking into the distress of being human? Just for a few moments, but it only takes a few moments every day to be our light, that we can actually affect the reflection of our light in that face and in that life of someone else. Go with the flow. No right or wrong, black or white, bad or good. No judgment, not of you and not of what you're observing. And the other tip or advice that's coming from Angel Raziel is the news, the happenings, the trends. And there's going to be a lot more of it. We're getting more active out there now as we're managing this thing called the pandemic, and we're managing, dealing with, and hopefully being helped by this new economic aid package. And it is one thing to be informed, he says, and of course read, and of course research, and of course some of that will apply to your daily life. But then let it go. Let it go. Because the game of life, your salvation, your light, is not about knowing anything. You don't have to understand anything. You don't have to understand to choose to be your light. From your heart, be your light. He asks you to not be duped by the external influences of good tips, even from good people, great points of view, history, analysis, critical thinking, self-made gurus who want to instill their point of view, their practices. No, let it go. Let it go. Take what's needed to be effective in providing for your 3D life, their material needs to be met, and then let the information go. Don't be run by it. Do not be subject to careful manipulation by others, the sellers, the advocates. Begin to intensify differentiation. Begin to intensify. Does this concern me? Go away, turn it off. Is this of use immediately? Otherwise, go away, turn it off. Put to bed that which does not serve you. Put to bed that which does not serve you. A good friend's advice. A bad vibe. Sense of not feeling good. Put it to bed. It's a feeling. And it's a feeling that, of course, you want to bring forth because the body is the vector. The emotional body, the physical body are the vectors for what's present. But manage the appropriate time. Maybe seek higher counsel and alignment to see if in the flow of life, that's where you should stop right now, look right now, But otherwise, go with the flow. Allow the energy in of the experience and see where it goes. See where it goes. Mary, chapter 4, verses 8 to 10. Go then, preach the good news about the realm. Do not lay down any rule beyond what I determined for you, nor promulgate law like the lawgivers, or else you might be dominated by it. So friends, sometimes with the new book, the new trend, the big tip, takes too much space, takes too much time, takes too much of our energy when it's not wanted or needed, especially at this point in time. We become dominated by it, the impact of it, or the impact we say it has of others, even though our external world isn't affected by it. Differentiate. And be on your guard, it says in Mary, chapter 4, verses 3 to 7. Be on your guard so that no one deceives you by saying, look over here, look over there. For the child of true humanity exists within you. Follow it. Remember, follow that inner child. Follow the glee and the love and the inspiration of your inner child. Those who search for it will find it. That's where to look. That's where to look. Look in your heart. It brings great joy to feel alive. You sense the beauty and privilege of being here. For a while, your eyes, especially your child eyes, take in the world in all its adventure and grace. You feel somehow at the center of its surge of invitation and possibilities when you be out here. A courageous heart will go forth and engage with life despite confusion and fear. A courageous heart will go forth and engage with life despite confusion and fear. A compassionate heart will never carry the burden of judgment. A loving heart awakens the spirit of possibility and engagement with others. Fulfill on your capacity. Fulfill on your capacity. The Gospel of Philip. What you say in a body. You can say nothing outside this body. You must awaken while in this body, for everything exists in it. Resurrect in this life. Resurrect in this life. So what's that mean? What's that look like? It means looking for, being, acknowledging and respecting our eternal self, our divine self. That voice behind that speaks to us when we ask. And it is being out here. The opportunity is to be out here. Be in the world, but not of it. And the opportunity is coming up now as we get vaccinated and we can include more social gatherings and we're reintroducing ourselves again. What will we offer? What can we offer? What can we make happen out here? And the angels are asking you to be love, bring love, shine, just shine. Be a demonstration of. We made it. Be a demonstration of. There's a possible future to create. Be a demonstration of. Inquiry, curiosity, communality. Still safe, probably at a distance, and maybe we're still wearing masks, but be the light. And living in that moment, just that moment. Here's the homework. Here's the homework. We've been sharing this in the chat room on Wednesdays. What there is for you to say, what may I offer you? What may I offer you? That's an inquiry of creation. You, co-creator and creation yourself, that speaks to the future. That gives that person, that being, an opportunity to actually look authentically in their heart. What do they seek? What do they need help with? What could you actually give them that they're clear at this point in time, or up to this point in time, they haven't given themselves? What may I offer you? Not advice off the cuff. We want to be conscious when we go out there that our monkey mind, our brain mind, coming from a good-natured human being that we are, still comes from, for me to know I'm here, for me to know I'm worthwhile, I need to be right, I need to be strong. And if people do what I say or do what I do, that validates me. That validates me. That's not being the light. That's not lighting their way forward. That's not lighting your way forward. Even to yourself in the morning, before your toes touch the floor. What may I offer you today? God, guardian angel. What may I offer you today? To yourself. One of the things I practiced this past week, which has been fun, it's an adventure, is to say, what I offer myself today is 3 acknowledgments from people, spontaneous, that I make them feel good, or that they were uplifted. Not giving me credit, but just this authentic acknowledgement, exchange, in good faith, of love and appreciation. Gratitude. Open your day with gratitude. And what does gratitude look like? The smile on your face, the light from your eyes, the lightness in your being. More than ever now, it's time for us to move from religiosity, the rule, the law, the regime, the regimen, the pattern. We have patterns of being spiritual. No, the angels, and here especially Mary Magdalene, are asking you to be out there. Be out there, who you are. Be out there. Move from religiosity to spirituality, coming from your heart. The well-being we seek, including on a material plane, is to be found in the coming to our own spiritual knowledge, and in that wisdom that ensues. That beginning to fill up our capacity. The source of action is in doing, but coming from the heart, and being related to yourself and others, and coming from the heart, and being there for others and doing for others, but coming from the heart. Making a difference in our environment, with family, with home, at work, but coming from the heart. Live your life as a demonstration of what you are committed to, and not what others expect of you. Live your life as a demonstration of what you are committed to, and not what others expect to you. And you will fill yourself up. It'll be with grace. It'll be with hope. It'll be with faith. It will be this expansion of trusting yourself to be able to be present. Trusting yourself to be able to be present and not distracted. Not distracted by the news and the trends and the tips. Not distracted by what works for others. Not distracted by judgment. But by the actual results that were produced that lit up the light of the face of that person you're being with. And again, you light up your face with a smile. You light up your face with a smile. So as we're moving through this period of time, this theme called Lent, this event called Resurrection, we really want to be in the story of our personal resurrection. We are personally being resurrected from a global pandemic affecting every one of us, rich or poor, black or white, brown, red. And we've all come through the other side with an experience of self. Let's empower that victory. Let's acknowledge ourselves for dealing with whatever we had to deal with. And then let's go back to Spirit and thank them for the opportunity to grow all of our pieces, emotionally and physically, mentally and spiritually. So as we move to resurrection and the resurrection of ourselves in our lives, which are still moving on now into a future, into another future that we want to create, coming from this place of grace, coming from this opening of, I love myself, I trust myself, I have faith in myself. And I hope for the vision I see and I've created for myself for 2021. And then take time to visit that vision daily in those few minutes of meditation, of not being distracted by anything else except the expression of it, the emotion of it, the spirit of it. And bringing in every day your teachers, bringing in every day the succor and protection of the angels, bringing in every day gratitude for the life and the day you're going to begin. And then ending the day with that same gratitude, with a light in your eyes and a smile on your face. Excuse me for moving through papers. I want to find my closing prayer. Now I want to announce to you too that it's been a year, almost a year. In April is when we started doing these messages. April, when we knew we couldn't meet together, and there was something I wanted to offer, and there was some wonderful way I wanted to be with you somehow, and we'll be opening up, and we'll be able to social distance, and there's many of us that are going to be fully vaccinated, and the groups may be only 10, 12, 15, but there will be some events, and there'll be an opportunity, and you're going to get to know about them because, believe it or not, tomorrow I honor my dad's birthday with the launching of our website, which you'll be able to get here and online. You'll be able to book appointments and the retreat. You'll be able to see the calendar. And as we have to, again, maybe for a while limit the numbers of people, you'll be able to sign on saying, hey, I'm coming, save my seat. And then there'll be a library. And I'll be including the teachers and the quotes and the teachers who are still here on this plane, whose words I want to share with you. And as I say, we want to bring people in to support you in your growth and development this Sunday message. And by going on the Zoom calls, we'll be able to do that. And in some cases, we'll be able to include some feedback between you and that teacher. And the teachers are going to be from around the world. We're going to have an opportunity to have everyone be with you. And they will be here as teachers and healers. We're not offering speakers. There will be no opportunity for people to promote themselves. That's not what this is about. Sunday message, as I've promised, Spirit, is to uplift you, take you to some next place in your spiritual development. Closing prayer. And then we have something from Ronnie. To take an in-breath, to smile, and to touch the conditions of happiness that are available is something that all of us can do. Because of that, we can stop and establish ourselves in the present moment. That is the teaching of living happily in the present moment. You're only responsible for one moment at a time. And that makes it a lot easier if you can be one moment in time. God's only making you deal with one moment in time. That is the teaching of living happily in the present moment, knowing it's one moment at a time. Please train yourself to make the present moment, the here and the now, into your true home. That is the only home that we have. That is the only place where we can touch life. Everything we are looking for must be found in the here and now. Thich Nhat Hanh, teacher of enlightenment and spirituality. And now we welcome our friend, and as I do this, I want to remind you and request again that you invest in us by making donations to our PayPal account, Sacred Journey of Life 2020 at gmail.com. Whether it's $5 or $1 or $25, or please invest in us as we expand our ability to serve you. Or send a check to Sacred Journey of Life, 1318 Singer Place, Pittsburgh, 15221. It's much appreciated.
I wake up and see the light of the day shining on me. Make my own time, it's mine to spend. Think to myself, my own best friend. It's not so bad all alone, coming home to myself again. I understand whatever I feel is whoever I am, watching my life, how it's grown, looking on back to things I've known. It's not so bad all alone, coming home to myself again. It's not so bad to get lost in my tears, and to laugh and to cry for the years gone by. Oh my, oh my. Somehow I know I've come a long way, got a long way to go. Something inside makes me strong, and not so bad all alone, coming home to myself again.
Thank you, Ronnie. So have a really great week as you're preparing and hopefully enjoying some nice weather. And be present too, resurrecting my life, my future. I love you. Namaste.